Honduras, Central America. People here say there's something wrong with the water. The Canadians are poisoning them. Because Canadians run the big gold mines. The last gold mine that was here left Honduras with the highest cancer rate in Central America.
A ver si se bien. Mix. Vale.
This doctor is trying to prove the Canadian mines are making people sick now.
¿Qué problemas tiene la niña?
La niña tiene problemas que no puede mover los pies ni las manos.
So what's wrong with her?
He has weakness,
In her arms?
muscular weakness in the arms and the legs. She cannot walk.
She can't walk. How old is she?
¿Qué edad tiene? 2 años.
Sí, 19 meses.
19 meses.
And what would cause this?
Well, because they were very close to arsenite water reservoir here. It was given by the company, and we assume that probably is arsenite.
But last week on 360 Vision, mining officials were stumped. They say they've done nothing wrong.
There's just nothing that can be corroborated that shows that there's any contamination or any environmental effect due to our operation here.
Roman Catholic Bishop Luis Santos says that's a lie.
Firmando mi Cristo.
His cross is made of bronze, but he says it's the gold that's really dirty.
Que a las 3 semanas salió en...
He's leading the campaign to get the miners out. He says they've broken promises before.
Cuando se termine el oro y la plata y la compañía se vaya, va a quedar aquí una consecuencia de contaminación, como ha quedado en San Juancito, en Francisco Morazán. Después de 100 años, todavía está la contaminación.
The American mining company Rosario pulled out of Honduras in 1954. At first glance, it looks like there's not much left, but they did leave something. More evidence, hidden deep in the woods. Pedro Landa works for the Catholic Development Agency, Caritas.
Todos estos sedimentos color café que se ven allá son metales contaminantes. Ahí se encuentra mercurio, se encuentra plomo, arsénico, y esto está siendo arrastrado hacia las comunidades vecinas alrededor de la zona de Valle de Ángeles. Este tipo de contaminación es la que está causando los problemas de cáncer en la región, y ha sido considerada pues como la región con mayor prevalencia de cáncer en todo Centroamérica.
High levels of arsenic were also found in the water around Canada's Goldcorp mine. They have the largest open-pit mine in Honduras, but they say the arsenic occurs in the water naturally.
Arsenic is generally there. You may find other metals there. It depends on the deposit. But those have all been here in a few streams for centuries. That's a background situation. It's all in the baseline studies. But any effect due to the mining operation, there's just nothing that's repeatable, that's replicable, that's been shown.
Local farmers aren't buying it. They say problems began with cattle after the mine opened 6 years ago.
Pero lo que yo no entiendo, ¿qué le hace esa agua a tu vaca? ¿Por qué? Porque...
Está contaminada, está contaminada. Esta es una vaca de leche, para producir leche, ¿va? Entonces, tiene problemas, sí. Baja producción de leche y todo. Es una...
According to this farmer, contaminated water caused 3 stillbirths.
¿entiendes? Esta tuvo problemas, no, el ternero no lo pudo, se le murió adentro. Y entonces sacárselo, meterlo veterinario pues, y entonces sacarlo con la mano.
¿Es porque nació antes?
Sí.
¿O por qué el ternero salió?
Problemas problemas de no fuerza, problemas con el agua pues, porque nacían como a distiempo pues, o como le quiero decir, sin fuerza. Sí. Varias vacas horradas, que se horra pues, que se le muere la cría, sí, por falta de toma de agua, sí, agua contaminada. Sí.
Water may be to blame, but Goldcorp says they're not. They set up a model farm with a better breed of cattle. They're hoping to introduce the cattle to local farmers.
Have you had any problems with the cows spontaneously aborting the calves or abnormal behaviors like that?
No, we haven't had any problems. It's been a healthy herd.
Un poco como a las 3:30.
Dr. Juan Almendarez says the mine could never improve health. This meeting is about his human rights work. Big business calls him a troublemaker. According to Amnesty International, his reputation almost cost him his life.
Last year, I have a pistol over my head, 9 millimeters, and also I received phone calls.
This is his free medical clinic. He also runs clinics called brigades around Goldcorp's mine. But doctors who work with him are worried. If you're with Almendarez, you're a troublemaker too.
Chamomila. In the beginning, we were being intimidated by security guards and police because they request the names of the people who do the brigades. So I only give my name.
Dr. Juan Almendarez wants Canadian gold mines out of his country. He's worried about the increase in skin problems, hair loss, and miscarriages. He says the mines are to blame.
Buenas, doctor, mucho gusto.
¿Cómo le ha ido? ¿Cómo ha estado?
No, pues ahí siempre trabajando.
¿Ha tenido picazón?
Sí.
Que podemos ver acá, en esta zona.
So what would that be? What is this?
This is a kind of, we call macula. It's a kind of pigmentation of the skin. And ¿le picaba?
Sí, pero más que todo me ardía.
Uh-huh. He has some kind of pain, but very little itching. ¿Y cuánto hace que le apareció?
Me apareció hace 8 meses.
He has 8 months with that. And also he has more in the genital parts around, so he's worried.
And what could cause that?
Well, this could be, we have in the large population, we have a lot of itching, and also we have pigmentation of the skin. And probably is also indication of heavy metal contamination. She's showing the place that the hair loss is more severe, and she said that she had been recovering, but she began to lose her hair again, and the evolution is 3 years.
3 years.
3 years. It began also with itching in this part of the body and losing the hair. This fact is very common, particularly with children. Arsenic is a toxic, and it may have long-term effects. One effect is cancer, and it may have some nervous system, skin problems. So we don't know what will happen in the future.
The problems in Nueva Paloralo were studied by an Italian biologist. He tested the water in the area and the blood of 10 people. Rudolfo Artiega was one of them.
What are all these?
We had many.
Información. El número 7 me dijo.
Oh, you were the 7th person
Yes.
tested.
And he has increase of lead and arsenic.
Lead and arsenic in his blood.
31 in the blood. We have darkness on
Right
the
here.
skin right here.
Yeah.
So this is a case that it shows that there is really contamination. It's a very well demonstrated case. You have the symptoms of arsenite, and then you have the increase in blood and also increase in water.
And an increase in the number of babies in this graveyard. According to the Italian biologists, the infant mortality rate in Nueva Paloralo is 12 times higher than the national average. These women are from a nearby village. When he talks about abortions, Dr. Almendares means miscarriages.
¿Cuántos abortos ha tenido?
2.
He has 2 abortions. El último en el año pasado.
El año pasado,
El
en
año
abril.
pasado. ¿Cuántos meses tenía?
Iba a entrar ya a los 5.
A los 5 meses. She has a pregnancy of 4 months and a half, and she had an abortion 2006.
Now, could this be a matter of just poverty that these?
No, because you can look this. Well, they are not extremely poor. They are, they have good nutrition, as well as her. So it must be related to heavy metal contamination. That's what our hypothesis.
Dr. Almendares thinks heavy metal contamination killed Ayla Cepida's baby.
And how long ago did she bury her child?
70 days ago, the child was buried.
And how old was the baby?
18 days age. Was a newborn baby.
What was her baby's name?
¿Cuál era el nombre del niño?
Alejandro José.
The name is Alejandro José, means Alexander. Joseph Alexander.
Hondurans living around Canada's Goldcorp mine are getting sick and dying. They're sure it's the mine's fault. They'll stake their life on it. But Goldcorp's VP for Central America says the evidence just doesn't add up.
You seem to know some of the studies that have been done in the area, so you probably know the one Dr. Almendares was sort of involved in as well, was the Italian biologist. He says there are health claims that this is heavy metal contamination.
Yeah, that's with the Italian biologist study that no one can duplicate those results, and he will not come forward and show where he had those results analyzed. There's no documentation. It's just a report that puts these numbers out there. But when he's asked to give us the certified independent laboratory analysis that show this, and he's unable to provide that information.
So how would you explain then people with skin problems or losing hair? Or?
The incidence, according to the College of Dermatology that did the study here, is it's hygiene issues in areas where in the dry season like it is right now, there's inadequate supply of water. Poor hygiene is causing things like fungal infections that are no higher incidence in this area than they are in anywhere else in Honduras.
In fact, Goldcorp says they've made every effort to improve things for Honduras.
So what exactly is this, Bill?
Well, this is the laboratory of a clinic that that the company built in the year 2000, about the time the project was getting started. It was equipped totally by the company.
They also built a school in Nueva Paloralo and already started to fill in part of the mine.
So we're very fortunate that we have the growth media, and of course the weather helps us a lot to make this a very to bring the land into the productive state that it was prior to our mining operation.
The first one is the tax. You pay 1% tax?
Right, that's 1%.
Goldcorp says Honduras is a lot richer thanks to their donations and taxes.
You can see the total is 270 million lempiras. All of this is in lempiras. It's about 20 lempiras to the US dollar. So you'd see it's $13, $14 million in total that we've paid to the community or to Honduras.
Very little compared with the $300 million they've taken out of the country in gold. But Goldcorp is quick to add their net profit is much lower, around $25 million. Despite the handouts, people are still angry. They don't want Goldcorp to touch the local hot springs park.
Unfortunately, we've started on several occasions to build it. The last time we started building a fence and started building the entrance to it, some members of the community came and tore it all down.
Why?
Obviously, they don't want it there.
Because they think anything the mine does comes with strings attached.
Aquí me dice una maestra que la ayuda que a ellos les han dado es una cantidad de cuadernos para los niños. Una cantidad de cuadernos que alguien los puede regalar a una escuela. Esa es una forma de darle a tol con el dedo a alguien para que esté conforme.
No queremos regalos, queremos que se pague los recursos naturales por lo que valen. No queremos regalos.
Mucho gusto. Mi nombre es Edgar Castellanos.
Miners want Bishop Santos to give them a second chance.
Pero sí queremos que se diga la verdad. La verdad es lo que queremos que se diga, nada más. Y queremos de buena forma, amigablemente, nosotros compartir para que ustedes vean que la mina tiene objetivos, la mina no trabaja a lo loco. La mina tiene planes, tiene leyes, se rige por las leyes. Entonces en eso estamos. Yo sé que a nivel público hay mucha desinformación y nosotros no tenemos voz.
It's an argument that appears to have won over the head of the country's Catholic Church.
There are possibilities of doing clean mining, clean gold. We were joining a campaign by Oxfam in order to have that kind of mining industry. And we would like to have it, of course, because the richness of Honduras in the major part are the mines.
Poverty is an even bigger part of the mines, according to Bishop Santos. That's why he doesn't share his cardinal's faith in mining.
Yo quisiera que el cardenal viera a este niño o que lo lleve a vivir a su casa, a Tegucigalpa.
There doesn't seem to be any love lost between Cardinal Rodriguez and Bishop Santos.
We had an interview with Bishop Santos, who was very adamant about banning mining from Honduras. What do you think about him and his opinion?
Well, it's his opinion.
No aparece que las compañías mineras pagan impuestos.
If Bishop Santos isn't going to listen to a cardinal, he's never going to listen to a miner.
Bueno, pero yo creo que él es el encargado de propaganda de la compañía minera.
No, monseñor, yo soy un
empleado. Y es
¿Quiere que le diga una cosa?
El encargado de defender los intereses de la mina. Entonces, con él no vamos a hablar.
Porque no se dice lo correcto.
Because there's nothing left to say. Honduras has decided not to let foreign companies open any new mines for now. Goldcorp is leaving next year and not coming back. Many will be happy to see them go. Foreigners have been digging up gold here for over 400 years. Yet over half of Honduras still lives below the poverty line. That's the only proof they need. For them, gold miners will always be gold diggers.